Hey everyone. Need a pen. Happy, I don't know what day it is. Here I am. Wait for the peeps to stroll on in. What's going on? Vicki Miskazak, you're my first watcher. I have your address, sister. I'll send you some sparkle mail. Happy, I think it's Tuesday, right? Or is it Monday? I don't even know, folks. I swear to gosh, I don't. The days just all running together. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Vale, and Carolyn, Lori, and Annette. Carol, thank you, Miss Jim, for asking me to be in this event of yours today. I hope you all have been watching it. All the stuff is in the video description, and you can go watch all the presenters there. Gonna be a great day here on the book, and I've got a cute craft for y'all. So you're gonna be stuck with me for the next hour. Thank you guys for sparkling. If you want to watch all the rest of the presenters, then just click that link in the video description above. And hi Shelly, hi Janine, hi Kim. Carol Ruth's Creation Station is up next. I also linked her page into the video description above. Hey Elizabeth, hey Kay. So anyway, you guys have seen me do some of these before. I actually did one in my private group yesterday, a little bit different, but we're gonna do some trees. Thank you for having me, Miss Jim. I hope you're having a great day. Are you wearing your sparkly shirt? Miss Jim got the sparkly shirt we were both eyeballing in Oklahoma. Hi Gwenda, hey Joy. So thank you for asking me to be here. I had no idea what I was going to make when I woke up this morning, and I figured it all out this morning. So anyway, hello Dina. All right, so anyway, I have these two cones here I got at Michael's. I'm going to move you down just a tad. And what we're going to do, and then I have these cool old candlesticks that have been in my stash forever, and we're going to make a cute little a Christmas display. So I have some trim that I picked up at Hobby Lobby not too long ago. Well, it might have been a little while ago, but they had all their like trims on clearance, like stuff like this. So my house is decorated in like rust color, like this color, rust, and the tree in my dining room is like bronze, rust, teal blue, and gold. So we're going to do two trees with these kind of ropes around them. Hey, Leslie. So I think it's going to be cute, okay? I'm going to use some hot glue. Everybody, if you try to make these, you can get these cones all year long at Hobby Lobby. I think these are going to be something I'm going to be doing a lot of them. I got the idea and the inspiration from Grammy's Crafts and Craziness, and I had all this trim, and I was like, why did I not think of that myself? Hey, Vicki. Hey, Donna. So anyway, even Joann Fabrics has some great trims and stuff. Just get it when it's on clearance. Get a bunch of it. Can't believe you. I don't. You just lost Chris. It's Kathy lost you. I don't know what you're talking about, Heidi. I'm not lost. I'm right here, sister. So anyway, I'm going to start off. We're just going to start wrapping this. These are styrofoam, but I think these make awesome all year round gifts. Just think of what you can do at Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July. I made one yesterday in my private group. I kind of two-toned it. Just all kinds of cool stuff that you can do. Becky, yes, my earrings are touchstone. They're so pretty. And I'm wearing you like my shirt? It says, go away, I'm introverting. This is my shirt. They're doing much better today, Cheryl. Thank you for asking. Candy canes with pool noodles. The only thing about my Marsha is my dog keeps trying to eat it. I have it on the floor in front of the fireplace. Anyway, we're going to get started, y'all. So all you do with these fancy little things is I'm going to start off with some glue. This is tape to keep the frayed edges. I don't even care to take that off. I'm just going to throw some glue on there. And I'm going to start all the way at the very, very bottom of this cone. Okay? I want to make sure that it's nice and dangly. It's very royal, funky. Hey, Nancy from New York, welcome. Yes, Colleen, I've made a bunch of them lately, and I have to say I'm like kind of obsessed. So the first roll around, you know me, if you guys are new to me, welcome, but I have a pet peeve of mine is waiting for hot glue to dry. And I'm going to make it my life's mission to create a hot glue that is like instantaneous. Because if y'all are like me, I got no patience to wait for hot glue to dry. I want to get my craft going. I don't want to wait for hot glue to dry. So the first roll around this bottom edge, I glue the whole thing, okay? Just because I want it to be really secure. As I start wrapping it, is when I kind of ease up on the glue, and I'll just glue it every other row or something. Hey, thank you, Meg. I think my dad's coming home Wednesday. I have a meeting with his doctor. No, he's coming home Friday. I have a meeting with his doctor on Friday, I think. And I was going to go out there to see him tonight, but Jack has a basketball game, and I was going to go out there last night, and then Jack had a football banquet last night. And can I just tell y'all, I don't like to sound like a bad mom, but man, I hate going to those things. So you got to be careful that your tassels don't get stuck. And that's what happens because, you know, it takes forever for hot glue to dry, especially on styrofoam. Oh, Colleen, I love that. Love those trees. Thank you. I have my admin on here too, so we should be good. Don't let the stink bugs get to you. All right, so I promise you, this is probably the trickiest part, is just getting this first row on, and then you will see that it goes by fairly quickly. And this is going to be like a duo, so I think I still have to finish decorating my house, and I have not decorated my dining room yet. And I decorate my dining room in like blues and golds and this rust color, like orange. So I think this is going to be perfect on my dining room table, which is right next to the Christmas tree I have in there. There's Grant. I just gave you a big plug, Brenda. I was like, I got this inspiration from Grammy's Crafts and Craziness. I can't take the credit. I watched her do it one night, and I was like, I got a bunch of trim. You guys remember when I came home with all this trim? Oh, Carolyn, I know it. I love the basketball games. Tonight Jack has a basketball game. I like the games. It's those banquets, and oh man, it was 2.5 hours long. This girl's got stuff to do. I got, you know, I'm so behind. I took off all last week to be with my dad because he was in the hospital. So I really had to cancel everything. So now when I get, and I'm all the way wrapped around, this is what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to keep wrapping like so. And I kind of overlap it a little bit. And then I'll just like periodically take that, just a dab of glue and attach it to that trim, and then just kind of secure that on to the cone. But I don't, that first row, you want to make sure you get all the way around it. Hey, Amy. Straight pins work. I was playing around with this morning, and that's what I did. I used straight pins. But, well, I use like a furniture tack, but I'm sure that would work in the long run, but I want these to be like every year, so I know the hot glue will just, you know, go and go and go and go. So that's what I'm doing. So, and then I'm just wrapping it all the way up, and then just periodically dabbing a little glue. And just make sure that your tassels don't, I got hair flying around this room, I swear. Every time I come up here, I think there's so much dog hair up here, it gets like everywhere. I can see it on my cone too. I always say, I had an auction the other night. I think a lot of Rocky hair went out in labels. Yeah. Stuff to do, place to go. I know, right? Well, I don't have any floral pins. I don't have any, so I'm just using glue, and it's working just fine. And it just takes a little bit of it. Look at how pretty that looks. So again, just keep wrapping, and of course, I have some white cone showing there. See, that's what I don't want. I don't want any of the cone coming through. So that's why I kind of like to go, like, overlap it just a little bit. And I've got plenty of fabric. And then I want to pull it kind of tight because I don't want that. That's probably why it was happening. And if you get a little bit of glue drippage in there, you know, just pick it out after it's dried. Mickey, I have absolutely no idea how many yards I am using. I bought a ton of this like trim at Hobby Lobby. I don't want to say probably a couple months ago. They were doing like a big overhaul, and I got this whole thing for $8.96. It was basically a whole bolt for $8.96. I mean, y'all, you can't beat that. This is probably $8 a yard beaded trim. So when you go to Hobby Lobby, please check that out. The spinning ball behind me is my bling ball. I made that 2 years ago when my stepson got married here at our home. We had a backyard wedding, and I made that, and it's in the tree. It was in the tree, like in our backyard. We transformed our backyard into a beautiful wedding reception. You don't have to paint the cone first because you're not going to see it. So I didn't even waste paint too. Why waste the paint? Because you're not going to see you're not seeing the cone through there. Unless you wanted to use some kind of different trim, or you didn't want it as heavy. You know, I didn't bring home one of each, Leslie. I brought home a lot, but I didn't. Yeah, that's awesome, Georgia. I know. Okay, it's going to be 2 years in June, so it's been a year and a half. But they got married here in June of 2020, I think, because it was 2021. So this year was they're coming up on 2 years. So, and sometimes this likes to get all twisted up. The trimming is gorgeous. Hey, Linda. For $97? That's crazy. There's Brittany. 2021. I know I had to think about that for a minute. Yeah, so that, I had it outside. I put it outside every year. And believe it or not, I made that a while ago, like 2 years ago almost. And I leave it outside pretty much all summer long. I just brought it in a few weeks ago, and it still looks awesome. I have not lost any stones. It was simply a styrofoam ball. And totally dazzled bling. All right, so as I get up here to the top, this is going to be like the most time-consuming part. I know that's probably a really annoying noise. Lisa, there is a whole video on that bling ball. Just search Royal Funky Junk bling ball, and you'll get pictures. You'll get, I think, a reel, and you'll get the whole video. You guys can search anything on Facebook just by going to the search bar, typing in Royal Funky Junk bling ball, Royal Funky Junk toilet, because I did my toilet seat over. So yeah, just use that search bar, and it'll plop you right to whatever it is, whatever's relevant, posts, videos, whole 9 yards. So yeah, there's a whole video on that. I think Brittany, don't we even have a blog post on that? I'm pretty sure I did a blog post on that too. We had lots of cool, even if you just, if you were to just search Royal Funky Junk wedding, there's so much wedding stuff. We made so much stuff for Brittany and Sal's wedding. So when I get to the top here, I didn't really think about this part, y'all. I think I'm just going to use a lot of glue, and I'm going to try to wrap it into a somewhat of a point. Now, I do have a topper for this, which I'm not going to show you what it is yet, because I want you to be surprised, but I'm going to try to get it to where you're not going to see that white part. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to try to kind of keep molding it and gluing it until I think that's good. And then I can kind of push that stuff down. So I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to glue this last little piece. And then I'm just going to try to like tuck that all down in here just by using some glue. And then you don't want to, you know, burn your fingers. The toilet seat, wouldn't that toilet seat great? I just did a can too to match my, and a lot of people don't like my toilet, my trash can. I have a Western themed bathroom. So, you know, here we go again. We got to wait for some glue to dry. My favorite thing in the world. It's just so painstaking, and I'm just going to glue that edge right there and just really try to work that fabric down in there until it sticks. And this is where I have zero patience, because I want that to just stay right in there. But the glue gets so hot, like you have to have patience for it, but I just don't. Hey, Linda, I know I like the trash can too, but a lot of people didn't. And I'm just like, and then they had to write me and tell me about it. And I was like, all right, you do you. If you like stainless steel trash cans, that's all right too. I don't really care. I'm just here to share what I love and, you know, inspire you to get creative with your toilets. Right? Just get creative with your toilets. Who's to say it has to be boring? Okay, I gotta turn on my fan, y'all. Starting to sweat. Gold star for the top. I'm not using a star. Okay, so I think this is good. So see how I just kind of tucked it in there, and then you have this just all beaded and all beautiful, and this is going to look perfect in my dining room. So now I want to do the same thing to the other one, but I'm going to use this trim. Okay. Exactly. You do you. And again, I'm going to start off with some glue. What time is it? I think we're good on time, right? I have an hour. Which, we're golden. I was afraid, you know, you never know when you're in a timed event, like how much time are you going to do. But I don't have too much work to do on the candlesticks, because what I really want to do is just kind of wash them with some metallic paint. And this trim is a little wider, so I don't think it's going to take as long as that skinnier trim. So how are you guys all doing? Is today Tuesday? I think today's Tuesday, right? I'm trying to remember if my kids went to school yesterday. Yes, they did. I'm telling you. Jeannie, no, I'm not. I'm in the same room. I just revamped my craft room. I cleaned it out. I cleaned out my attic, like I had been saying I was going to do. I put all my inventory into my attic. I call that my warehouse now. And I made this, I got some new cabinets, and I made this all about my crafting supplies and my paint, and it's so nice to be organized. Can I tell you how, like, incredible it feels? I've been watching lives on Reddit for a long time, and I have never seen one of your. Aw, thank you, Donna. I try. But you know what? I'm not here. I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine. But what I think is just, you know, you do you. I just want to inspire you to take something and make it into something. It doesn't have to be just like what I do. You know, that's just where inspiration. I get my inspiration from watching other people. All right, so now I'm all the way around. So that whole first line is glued. Now I can breathe a little bit, and I've got some. Now I can kind of just wrap and glue here and there, just like we did before. Ooh, isn't that so pretty? I can't believe it, Wendy. Yeah, I'm looking at the thing. Here, I'll show you. And it was, the whole bolt was filled. $8.96. $8.96. It says as is. Okay. I'm taking it. Hey, Evelyn. Kathy, I know, I was thinking about that today, actually. I was in the shower. I was like, I got to show them my craft room. I keep bugging Big Daddy. I need him to put in my cabinet hardware. So as soon as that hardware goes in, that is the only thing I need to do. And then I'm going to show it to you. I know, I'm being picky. To go back and get it and just, yes. Well, it depends on how much it is. I checked Hobby Lobby last time I was there, and they didn't have too much more trim left. They basically had tassels. All the beaded trim that I could see was gone. And I'm just kind of rolling this around because I want to make sure that none of that white cone pops through there. I want this to be completely covered. So as you can see, I just keep popping that glue, and you want to pull it pretty tight. So this is the last of the trim that I have. But you guys can also look for this trim. If you can swipe comments, click the bottom left button that says Overview and click on Overview, and it will take it'll take them away. $8, Kim C. That's what, it's Justin in the house. What's up, my brother? All right, so I'm just gonna keep wrapping, and I think these cones, these came from Michael's. Hobby Lobby also has these cones. Oh, Lord have mercy. What have I done? Did I wrap this too much? Yeah, all I did. What am I going to do now? I had enough when I did a practice run on it. Oh, boy. You know what? I'll cut the cone. See? I'll cut the cone. Where's the knife? Oh, Lord. See? You just got to make do, y'all. You just got to make do with styrofoam. We can shorten it if we have to, and we're going to have to because I don't really want to have to unravel it and start over. So, what the hey now? I still didn't cut it short enough. That's just unfair. Now it's going to look like a janky Christmas tree. What time is it? No. I'm going to have to unwrap it and start over. And I cut my cone. Wait a minute. I got another one. Call it a fail. Call it a learning curve. I guess I was wrapping it too much because when I wrapped this before, I had enough. So maybe I shan't this time. Maybe I'll have to be careful. Oh boy, y'all. Now this girl is starting to sweat something fierce. Where's the other one? I got one more. Oops. Fail indeed. Man, that made me warm. Okay, let's just start over really quickly. And I guess I'm going to have to be more frugal with my trim and make sure because I did a test run on this because this is all that I have of this blue trim and it worked. See, this is when I love hot glue. It's like, thank you, hot glue, for being easy. Well, if I can't make this work the second time around, then we'll just, you know, well, we'll have one all put together. But I think it'll work. I think I just gotta be, I think I have to be, a little, jeez, yeah, I was overlapping a lot, so let's see. maybe instead of gluing it, I'll just go like this, just to make sure. Now, I'm not even overlapping this. I am literally going right over. Put a little dab of glue there. I'm getting nervous now, y'all. Huh. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, am I doing better this time around? I think we're okay now. Lord have mercy. Wouldn't it be funny if I have to take it all out again? Oh, Lord. I think we're going to be okay, folks. Now, worst comes to worst, I might have to paint the top of this cone because I don't think I'll have enough. Oh, look at that. I think we're going to be okay. Is everybody holding their breath like I am? It is beautiful trim. I haven't looked at how, what's that store called? Joann Fabrics, but I know they have beaded trim. But I haven't been there in a hot minute. Okay. Now we're good. Like I say, you are the master of your craft, right? How's the weather where y'all are at? It's like a gloomy, crappy day here. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna try to get this to just kind of fold in, but I am going to cut all this janky stuff away. I'm in Ohio, and it's been cold and yucky, and then I do give it a little bit of glue right on the end just to kind of fray or kind of like smooth down all those fuzzies. And then here comes the fun part. Okay, so that's, now we want to, like, I want to tuck, jeez, y'all, almost hurt myself. All right, you just want to fill that cone up with some glue and then just kind of tuck all that in there and wait for it to dry. So we just sit here and chat. Gloomy and rainy in New Jersey, hot and humid. Where are you at, Carla? Texas, it's warm. Pennsylvania, yeah, you're by me. I'm in Ohio, Colleen. Any long tails with lace, lots on. Yeah, I bet you, Deborah, I bet you Amazon's got a bunch. It's kind of warm and weird in Tennessee. 80 Southwest Florida. You know what's always been weird for me, maybe because I grew up in Ohio, I couldn't imagine going through Christmas in Florida with like palm trees. It's the weirdest thing to me. Hey, Carolyn, I'm like near Cleveland, Ohio. Right, Kathy? Phoenix, Arizona, dark and rainy, but I'll take that over snow any day, sister. Here. All right, so just a little bit longer while it tests my patience. And we got, oh, guys, I think we're golden. So see, that took a half an hour to do 2 trees. Now these trees do come in like different sizes. So I did a couple weeks ago. I did a fast play on it and I wrapped them in like really beautiful like pearl and cream beads. And then my grandmother, before she passed, had given me a ceramic angel, and I used the ceramic angel as the tree topper. But for this one, we're not going to use, we're going to do a tree topper, but it's going to be something a little different. Doesn't this look like a Christmas tree? I love a warm Christmas. I know, and see, that's so funny because I grew up like that. It doesn't feel like Christmas without snow. My son just said to me yesterday, he's like, are we ever going to get snow? Do you think it's going to be a white Christmas? And I'm like, gosh, I hope so, because that's what we're used to. I couldn't imagine it being sunny and warm on Christmas Day. It just, and even when it's not snowing here, it like bums us out on Christmas morning. And it sure is. I bet it is, Kim. Moving today to Idaho. Oh, Louise, that sounds exciting. Idaho. Okay, so you just want to make sure that's sticking. I don't want that lifting out. Okay, so there's one. That looks like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? And I know, Meg, right? Snow angels. I still make snow angels with my kids. Yeah, we're all done. I'm going to get rid of the trim. This is what I have left. So see, I don't have too much beaded trim left. I have like a black color and I have that orange color. So I got to get on it. You know, Lisa, it depends on the size of your trees, depending on your yardage. So I don't really know. I'm not good like that. But it depends on how big. These trees are smaller. The ones I have downstairs were probably twice as big. So so there's my two colors. These are the colors that are in my tree in my dining room. So these are going to be perfect together. And then now my plan is I have this candlestick and I have this candlestick, both Goodwill finds. I actually think, no, this is a candlestick. I thought maybe it was a lamp base. I kind of like the color, but I am going to give them a little bit of a wash. So I like to darken them up just a little bit. So I'm going to start out with some Jan, the trim comes from Hobby Lobby. Right, Celeste? I know, that's how I feel. No, baby? All right, so I'm using some black paint, okay, and then I'm taking my Paint Pixie, liquid pixie dust metallic paint in the color New Penny, and I use about half an ounce. I know, I use a lot of paint, y'all. Don't judge. And then I just mix the two together. Because when you're mixing paints, I always feel like if I don't make enough and then I need more, I'm not going to have it, and it's hard to color match it. So, because you know, and these two colors together, black with this metallic New Penny copper color, it gives you like the most beautiful oil rubbed bronze color. So that's why this is like my go-to. I need to bottle this stuff. I use it all the time. I like them both too, and those colors are, like I said, are the colors of my. Those are the colors of my Christmas tree. So I'm going to incorporate these onto my dining room table and next to my Christmas tree that's in my dining room. So I think it's going to be pretty. Oh, Sandy, that's stinky. So here's this. This is a Goodwill find. All I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a wash. So I'm just going to brush this paint on, okay? And I'm going to do it really quick. I kind of try to paint super fast because I'm only giving it a wash. I don't want it to dry like this, okay? So I just do like this base down here. I just want to give it like a little bit of a freshener upper. And, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I told you, when I come up here, I don't know what it is, the dust, the hair particles, whatever. So now I'm going to take a paper towel. Cindy, that is in my private group that I did that in. All I'm going to do is, see the difference? It just kind of warms it up. It cleans it up. It makes it look, oops. It makes it look fresher is what I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way it looked, and I still want some of that gold to come through there. So, yeah, isn't it gorgeous, Mandy? So see, and you can make it as dark, as heavy as you want, but see just the difference? See how it just kind of freshened up? It took away this really brassy gold, and that's what I wanted. I kind of wanted it just a little bit more oil rubbed bronze. It's actually a little bit lighter than what I wanted, but I think it'll be fine. I probably put just a little bit too much of the, New Penny color in there, but that's okay. So see how I just painted it, and then all I did is just wash it off. Just freshens it right up. I keep trying to get new. So it still lets some of that original finish come through, but at the same time, you're covering up any nicks or, you know, it's old. I found this at the Goodwill, so it's going to just clean it up. See? Still pretty. And we're still not done yet. Oops. So now I need to do up here at the top. And see, there was some, and especially if, like, you know, this is sitting in my warehouse. I like saying that. It's sitting here in my craft room, my warehouse, all dusty. Now the attic. So this just, you know, it just kind of freshens it. All right. And then just keep going through a lot of paper towels. Tones down the gold, yes. Tones it down, freshens it up, and makes it look a little bit more appealing. At least in my eyeballs it does. Okay? Now, I'm not sure. So there's that. Pretty, right? So I'm going to put that off to the side. And then, I don't know how this one is going to turn out because it is glass. And I actually might leave the glass. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll just paint over the gold. I kind of like the amber, but I would put this one on that one. So I might just keep that the way it is. The brand of the paint, the metallic, my favorite metallic paints are Paint Pixie. You can find it in my link tree. My link tree is pinned in the comments. And all I'm doing is just painting. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I think once we freshen this up, I don't think we're going to have to paint the glass. I kind of like the amber glass too. And see how that just made it look so much nicer? I got nothing wrong with shiny gold. It's just, it doesn't, I like a more muted look. So see, just a little bit new. I know that's what I'm going to do, Dee Dee. So now I'm just going to go over here and do this middle part. And then I'm just going to wipe it off. Yeah, I'm more of a contrast person, so I will not put the amber beads on this one because that's too of the same for me. I like, my eyeballs are drawn to like a color contrast, so that's just how I am. But yes, it would look lovely either way. Not saying it won't, because it will. You just know something when you know it. Like your eyeballs just, yes, that's it. That's how I feel. It's like buying a new pair of shoes. Okay, last little bit there. Okay, and now I want to take some of my antique gold Rub and Buff. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I got this. It's actually a candlestick. It is a candlestick. Let me dry these first. So I want these nice and dry. Dry them up. Let that paint dry. And then to bring out all that detail, you guessed it, even though it's gold already, I still want to bring out some of all that detail highlights with a little bit of gold Rub and Buff. On this one, it might not show up as much because you can tell this is a little bit of a lighter gold, but we're going to go for it anyway. Yes, hit the overview button. Hit the overview button at the bottom left corner. And hit the video will go away. It did. I love this paint too. So now all you can see is I'm just going to take a little bit of Rub and Buff on my finger and I'm just going to pretty much just bring out all that detail. See? So, and that's why I like using my finger because then I can feel where it's going. I'm actually just going to drop a little pile of it right there. So see, there's that side compared to this side. So see, it's got it, but then it just really brings it out even more. And I'm going to do this on all 4 sides. And I don't know, I've been using Rub and Buff for so many years. I love this stuff. It's like watching magic happen, you know? I absolutely love it. You guys like it? What's up, Judy? Thank you all for being here. You guys, make sure you watch the rest of the event. There is some amazing crafters coming up after me. Make sure y'all go give them some love. This is how I started my, my crafting adventure, was being a part of events, and they're a wonderful way to support your, especially if you love to craft. Got some great people in there. All right, so now I'm just doing like all the way around these, and I think I might just do a little bit. So this is where you can just kind of go crazy with your Rub and Buff, except I lose where I put it. There it is. When I do my spinner, and I'm just kind of going like that. And now up here, I think what I'm going to do is I try to find those raised parts and just rub my finger down those parts, and then up here. So see, easy peasy. And then of course we're going to do the same thing up here. I don't know about how much of this we're going to see once we get the trim on there, or once we get our trees on there, but I don't know, Nellie. I have no idea how many yards of fabric I use, but there's the first candlestick. Isn't that so pretty? And for this one, I'm going to put that one on here. Isn't that sharp? Love it. Okay, so now I've got this little turkey. Let's see. Where's my big pile of Rub and Buff? There it is. My tray is such a hot mess, y'all. I never know where I got all this stuff. Thank you, Sissy. So now I don't really think this is going to make much of a difference. Like I said, this is a lighter gold. And as you can see, it didn't really do a whole lot, but because I started it, I have to finish it just because. You can even take some different color Rub and Buff. There's black Rub and Buff I can add onto here, and just bring out all this detail on these little things here. These 3 little things. And like I said, it's not really doing a whole lot, but we do want it to be the same, just in case, all the way around. What do you guys think? Kathy, the trees, anywhere, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, they have them all year long. They're just like the styrofoam cones. All right, let me ditch this paint. Well, I'm going to save the paint because you never know what I'm going to be doing after here. Throw that away. Okay, so now we have our candlesticks all done. And I really, really, really want this one right there. See, I like that, but before I glue anything down, and this is when I actually think I'm going to get rid of my spinner, because sometimes it gets wonky. They're styrofoam cones. Yes, I added the beading. This is just trim from Hobby Lobby that I picked up quite a while ago. Michelle, you're out Christmas shopping. I did all mine online, not going to lie. So here's this one, and then here's this one. So that's what I'm thinking. But I am going to flip them around just to make sure that that's what I want, just in case I change my mind. And no, I'm going to keep them the way I had them. So I'm going to, this is where it gets a little weird. So I'm going to flip it right side up, and I'm just going to, so what I'm going to do, so I know what to glue. Now in this instance, I am going to use some E6000 and hot glue. And I'm just going to do like half E6000, half hot glue. Okay. What in the name of all that is holy is going on in my world? My glue gun is not working. Oh, I think I need to get a new hot glue gun, y'all. Swap the holders. Nope, I don't want to, Janine. I like the blue with the amber. I'm one of those people that like contrast. So I gotta wait for my hot glue. My hot glue has been like on the fritz. It keeps like making static noises at me and it gets all janky. I do all my Christmas shopping online. Hello, I'm a true introvert. Yes, I can sit on here and talk to 1,000 people, but no, I like being at home. All right, let's see. Can I get some glue out of here? Oh, for the love of all that is holy. It's always glue gun that is, it's always glue, hot glue that is getting on my nerves lately. No joke. It's real life. And oh, look, it's still not charging. I think it's either the charger. Yeah, I need a new one, I think. All right, just bear with me, y'all. Yes, Holly, my Rub and Buff is antique gold. I do not like the gold leaf because the gold leaf, it's runny. My sweatshirt came from Jane. It's a new affiliate of mine. You can find that on my Linktree. They have some really cute ones that are all around the introverted thing. Angela, my private group is opening January 1st. I was going to do it December, but then my dad got sick. So I had to push it back. All right, let's try this now for the God's sakes. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to press it like so into the base of that and just hold it. I used to have like 3 on my desk, and then when I cleaned out my room, I said, okay, well, you know, I don't need 3, so lo and behold. Yeah, Leslie, I'm a homebody. Thank you, Barbara. Hey, Chris Hunter, what's going on? So this should be holding. I'm going to flip that up. Oh, look. This is going to look so pretty. Okay, and then the second one, what have I done to my hands? Y'all, I'm a hot mess. They are. Oh, girl, Angela, I'm sorry. Yeah, my dad's doing better. He's coming home Friday. I have a meeting with his doctor on Thursday. Okay, good. Yeah, just, I know, it's just, if it's one thing after another. Same thing for this one. You're going to flip it upside down. And I am just going to kind of, almost want to like make a mark where I want it to go so I know. And then same fashion, I'm going to use a little bit of E6000 for that long-term hold. Oh, let's see, the glue gun is working. And then I'm going to use a lot of this. Yeah. And then same thing. And you just want to make sure. There we go. I think it's centered. I don't know, y'all. So, do you hear it sizzling at me? And it keeps losing its connection. Chris Hunter's in the house. What's up, Kelly? Hello, Colleen. Okay, so I think this is good. And like I said, I use that E6000, so that's going to hold it, you know, that's going to hold it as it gets, you know, and I'm going to lift you up a little bit. I want you guys to make sure, I want you guys to see the top of the tall one. So here's this one. Here's this one together. So these are the colors of my dining room, or my house pretty much. Isn't this so gorgeous? You can blow off any glue strings. You're going to get a couple of those, but seriously, together, don't they make a stunning pair? What time is it? I got 10 minutes, y'all. So now we got to finish the toppers because I got a topper. Okay, so I was thinking, you know, toppers. I did one yesterday. Man, my hands are destroyed. Just yucky, greasy. And I will probably go over this gold and give it like some Duraclear. I just did a new glue, right? I have quite a few, but this one's my favorite. Then it's shorted out. That, yeah, Dee, I think that's what it does. Like right now it's on, but then it'll go bzzz, and then it'll be off. They were chargeable hot glue. So I have to go. This is a cordless Surebonder, and then it has a charging stand, which sits on my desk, so it's great. But they're sometimes the plug. I like the cordless, but they don't just say hot long. Like if I went downstairs to glue something, it wouldn't make it. Gail, my private group is just with Royal Sparkle Chicks, and it's just we meet in there weekly. I do special crafts, we do giveaways, we have guest speakers, and all that good stuff. You'll hear more about that as we get closer to January 1st when I open up doors again. I only open up doors about once a year. All right, so toppers, y'all. I was at the at-home store a few weeks ago. Girl, it's before you get electrocuted. Sorry, married to an electrician. Oh, now you're scaring me, Brenda. So I found these cute little crowns, and I think this is what I want to do. I think we're going to, I got 7 minutes left, so I'm golden. And you guys, make sure that you go see Carol Roos Creation Station. She's up next, right after me. Kathy, what can I mix with triple thick with? I'm gonna do Duraclear. That's what I do. I mix triple thick with Duraclear. I use Duraclear more than I use triple thick. Stay plugged in. Oh, yeah, I always unplug. I have like a power strip here. I always unplug it when I leave this room. I know I love the at-home store. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We're just chit-chatting away. I gotta make sure I have enough time. All right, so I found these little crowns, okay? So this is what I was thinking. I was thinking little topsy-turvy crowns, or I can put it straight on the top, okay? I don't know yet. And then the same thing for this one, and I'll move you guys up. Oops. And then you know me, I'll probably sit here and, now see, that one could go straight on, or I could give it a little bend, but I'm thinking it'd be cute just straight on. I think just straight on, like, aren't that adorable? Of course it's gonna get some bling. That's what I've heard, Cheryl. I've had enough glue burns. I don't want a Ryobi. So I think we're just gonna glue these on here like so. I don't really know how I'm gonna glue this, but I think like somewhere on the inside edge of this. And then before I get off, I do want to share with you guys what my son's girlfriend's new adventure is. And she's doing such a great job. I gave her a shout out on my page last night, and she's getting orders. She's so excited. She's a college student. Isn't that darling? Come on now. I'm probably going to sparkle this out, but oh my word. Because we're all queens here, right? I know. I like the straight crayons. I have to give it, you know, because even though some of it, my crown is always tilted, that's for sure. But I think I like that. You like the topsy-turvy? I knew some of you would. I mean, I do too, but I didn't want it to get weird. Let's see. And then, just gonna do that. And they were like the perfect color, right? Now my desk is uneven, so they look a little janky, but trust me, they're totally straight. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? I love it. We got 5 minutes, so now I'm just gonna chat. Yeah, so that was my craft tonight. Aren't they fab? Look how pretty they look side by side. They're so complimentary. And then if I wanted to add even more sparkle, you could always add some Totally Dazzled bling, a brooch, whatever. I'll hit this with heat to make sure I get all like the little, I see a bunch of glue boogers here. But I think they turn out great. And I think these crowns will hold. I put the glue on the inside, but you know, it's still not dry yet because it's hot glue. So just a fun, and that's just from Goodwill. And I think the cone was like $3 or $4. So you can do, and just think about these at Halloween. With this trim, look at this trim. I was thinking this for Halloween. Where is it? Look, I got so much beaded trim. You imagine that all done on a tree for Halloween. You can do so many. So check out Amazon. You know, maybe I'll throw a whole bunch in my Amazon store too. Anyway, I want to show you this because my son's girlfriend Gianna made this for me, and you know me, I had to bling it up. So I worked on this yesterday on a live. I painted the sides, okay? Look at how stinking cute, little candy cane stripes. And she made this for us. And it says the D Dominicos, and it's the 7 of us when we first got together. So it's me, Jack, Sam, Michael, my husband, his son, Tonio, Sal, and Carlina, my stepdaughter. So I thought this was so pretty. And then look, this morning I spent rhinestoning it all out using the Totally Dazzled applicator kit, rhinestone applicator kit. Look at all that sparkle. I added all kinds of bling up to here. So if you guys go to my, if you guys, this is something that you would love. I did this this morning, and I did a post on it this morning with her Etsy store link, but you can also find it in my link tree. It's the Ruby Boutique Unique. She does such a great job, and she's already getting orders from my Sparkle Chicks, so she's over the moon. But look at how cute. I did this with puffy paint, the stickles, red stickles, and I just added all kinds of crystals from the Totally Dazzled rhinestone applicator kit. So guys, go support my stepson's daughter. She's a college student, and aren't they adorable? They are feeling better today. She's still coughing a little bit, but yes, I love that she took the time to make this, and I think it's adorable. Look at how sparkly it is. I added sparkles everywhere. Somebody asked about the other tree. I will show you that. Since we have a little bit of time, this I did yesterday in my private group. So this is up for grabs this month in my private group. We do a contest in there every month, decorating and DIY, and they get to pick whatever I made that month. One lucky winner gets to pick which project they want to take home, and I sent it to them. So this is the one I made yesterday, but we used 2 different kinds of trim. We used this kind and then this kind, and look at this fabulous crown that I found at the At Home store as well. And I put it on this Mercury candlestick. Didn't even have to paint this one. And we did the 2-toned. So, and then a little bit of Totally Dazzled bling here. So that is what we do over in my private group. So, anyhow, I know, right? And that's, and look, I even added like all kinds of rhinestone bling trim on the white parts in here. We had a lot of fun doing that yesterday. So anyway, I've got a few minutes left. Let's have a little Q&A. I'll answer as many questions as I can in the 3 minutes. Hey, Josie, there's the owner of Paint Pixie. I used your metallic. Love it. Freshen up these little candlesticks and made a set of trees for my dining room. Thank you, Teresa, for the stars. Sharon, the trim came from Hobby Lobby. In the clearance section, they had a bunch of it, so go check it out. But you can get trim on Amazon and all that stuff too, so don't be afraid to, it's just beaded trim. Yes, you got to make one. I expect to see them in there. I got 2 minutes. Yes, I want to see what you make. Make sure you send me pictures. Thank you, Deborah, for the stars. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and I hope you guys continue watching the event for the rest of the day. Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm going to my son's basketball game tonight, so I won't be seeing my dad. I'm going to call him here shortly. Yes, and then my son Sam, his girlfriend is the one that makes the customized signs, and she's taking orders right now. I have no idea, Dee, what size and type of my print. She does all that for you. Just tell her what you want and she makes it. My favorite Christmas gift as a child, I remember it to this day, Michelle. I was 2. I was born in September, so I was 2 years old, 3 months. I walked down the stairs, and there was this big white teddy bear with a red bow. I remember walking right to it, grabbing it up. I didn't even know if it was for me or not, and that teddy bear, I still have to this day. It sits on my bed. True story. I don't know, Vicki, about how many yards of trim are needed, because it really depends on the size of the tree you need. So I'm not sure, and I'm not good with numbers like that, so I don't know. Yeah, and this yard, that's why I grabbed it. When I saw it for like $8, I was like, I'm buying it. I don't care if I never use it, but for that, I'm so glad that I got it. I mean, I did buy a lot, but I'm so glad that I did. Can I send a DM? It's not here. Yeah, you can send whatever you want, Judy. Yes, people ask me about all kinds of stuff. As soon as I get it done and I get my hardware back up, I'm going to give you a tour. Cheryl, I want him to cook again, but he just gets so wishy-washy. It's 4 o'clock, y'all. I gotta go. Next presenter is up. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. Thank you again, Miss Jim. Love to you all. Stay sparkly.